Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft campaign mode. I'm the Serious JG. Done a little poking around on the interwebs. There do appear to be other, obviously, I figured there had to be other playthroughs of Starcraft campaigns, but yet somebody still told me that nobody got to the end. So, I don't know, maybe this has an opportunity to be the best complete Starcraft LP ever. Only time will tell about the servants and the wishing well. So here's the Terrans. You can see they have cerebral cortexes, occipital lobes, and then thermal PET scans. Alpha helixes, heli, transcription of genetic code. The Zerg have pituitary cerebellums and ionized tissue groups, and the Protoss have simulus psionic thalamuses or thalami and rhythm bioneural whatever. But it's time. We watched the Wasteland Patrol cinematic already that featured the smaller Tappa Zerg. It's tempting to watch that again, but let's get right to the action with Desperate Alliance. Desperate Alliance, Office of the Colonial Magistrate, Marcel Colony.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
I got your message, Magistrate. And frankly, I don't care what you have to say about Confederate regulations. You damn fringe world yokels are all alike. Don't know where your loyalties lie. Y'all have a real good day now, you hear?
Transmission ended. The report you requested is ready. 16 outland stations have reported sightings of the alien invaders identified as Zerg. The Confederates have arrested all standing militia forces and continue to avoid action against the Zerg. 3 stations have fallen to the Zerg already. We've been unable to locate any source of military relief except the extremist faction known as the Sons of Korhal. Their liaison is holding online.
Good day, Magistrate. My name is Arcturus Mengsk, and I represent the Sons of Korhal. You're familiar with the Confederate propaganda surrounding my group, but your reputation suggests you'll see past it. It's never been our practice to operate in any one place for long, but these Zerg don't look like they're going to wait. I'm going to make you an offer, Magistrate. I'd like to help you out by sending down a number of transports to your colony and evacuating any survivors. You know, of course, that my organization operates outside the bounds of Confederate law. That's why they spread their lies and misinformation. If you decide to accept our help, you'll be branded as an outlaw, too. But it's a chance to save those people. Time to make a stand, Magistrate.
Ending transmission. Priority alert. Evacuation zone under attack by Zerg forces. Distress beacon activated at 12:20.
Okay, so what's going on? Well, General Duke, who seems to basically be the only, I don't think he's meant to be the head of the Confederacy, but that would of course be Jefferson Davis, who invited an army of vampires to help with the Battle of Gettysburg, but that's besides the point. No, Duke is not actually the head of Confederacy, but he is kind of the, what's the word I'm looking for? The mouthpiece for the Confederacy in this game. And he basically told us to go, thank you, and the White Horse you rode in on when we had some, comments and suggestions about how Confederate policies about destroying installations might be loosened when those installations have been infected with Zerg and are, basically producing Zerg units. Which, although it doesn't really come up at this point in the story, actually the infested Terran colony is a Zerg structure, and it does produce units for the Zerg. But yeah, so we're kind of like, hey man, hey man, they're taking over our dudes, and we need to stop it. And he's like, you're going to die. Goodbye, son. Although that was more of a Mengsk voice. He's like, you're going to die. I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, so basically, I guess the story here is that the Confederates are clamping down on our activity and they're avoiding conflict with the Zerg. We don't really understand exactly what's going on. They seem to be in kind of a denial about the fact that the Zerg are attacking and killing folks. So, the smooth-talking Arcturus Mengsk, leader of the Sons of Korhal Rebellion, or, political faction, which is I guess they're considered a terrorist group. I don't know. Basically, there's some anti-Confederate group, not the Union, not the Underground Railroad, the Sons of Korhal. And they're going to try to shut down the Confederacy. And now we're working with them. The Confederacy has never done anything to help us. And we don't have a ton of choice here because apparently we're surrounded by Zerg. We have to survive for 30 minutes. I guess we better get to it. Starcraft tips. Any Terran infantry units may be placed inside a bunker. While inside a bunker, units are shielded from attacks, but are free to return fire. To load a unit into a bunker, select the unit and right-click the bunker. Bunkers are the cornerstone
Hey,
of
this
Terran
thing's
defense.
on fire! You ought to send an SCV out here to repair it. You can fix my bike up too while he's at it.
The bunker, the bunker, the bunker's on fire.
Yeah?
And he's slightly damaged. But they're basically, the game is trying
Orders,
to
Captain?
teach you about repair.
Reporting for duty.
That at this point, you've never been
Not
obligated
enough
to
minerals.
repair.
bunkers if things get too dicey.
Oh, okay.
Commander. Yes, sir?
But because I started producing guys right away, I didn't actually have anybody to get in the bunkers.
Commander. SCV good to go, sir. Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll. Commander. Rock and roll.
Coming up shortly, you'll see one of the most,
Good to go, sir.
to me, annoying features of Starcraft.
Yes, sir?
Other than the fact that I've lost. I got used to Starcraft 2, where you can queue your guys up too.
Base is under attack.
Now see, 2 Zergling dead before I even had a
Yes,
chance
sir?
to see him. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm used to StarCraft 2 where you can queue guys up to start mining minerals right away. In this game, when your unit is produced, you need to assign it a duty or it won't do anything.
Give me something to shoot.
So I got some Marines gonna pull out of the
Can I
way.
read you, sir?
Oh, sarcasm. Once again, my mouse is giving me trouble.
Orders, Captain?
I want to have a lot of resource gatherers going.
What do you want?
I want to have a lot of resource gatherers going. Just said.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Now, in a battle where you're under a lot of pressure, it's not a bad idea to keep some Marines hanging around near the bunkers so they can repair them as soon as they get attacked. But things shouldn't be quite that dicey here. It's still pretty early in the campaign.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Should have made him
Right
start
away,
mining
sir.
and made this new guy build that, but whatever. So yeah, basically, here's the deal. We got 2 ways in by ground to our base. Both of them start out with a bunker and a missile turret in place. Against a, you know, a fairly uninspired, indeterminate
good to go, sir.
indeterminate
I read
attack.
you.
Against an attack that's not like really
Job
ferocious,
finished.
that can hold. They're come in and attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
They'd have to tear through the 350 hit
Something
points
on
of
your
its
mind?
bunker before they can kill the Marines inside.
Orders,
So
Captain?
the
Affirmative.
bunkers are very useful in that respect. So really, this is just a tutorial on how
SCV good to go, sir.
bunkers work.
Reporting for duty.
You need to keep them repaired.
Orders
If
received.
the Zerg attack them repeatedly, they will, you know, get worn down and destroyed, and then your units inside are fairly weak and vulnerable, and they'll get destroyed, and then your base will get overrun. So you
SCV
don't
good
want,
to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
you don't want that to happen. You do want additional supply depots, however. Alright, so all we got to do is last 30 minutes. It's not difficult. And in fact, if we go out there and we find the Zerg and destroy them, which I'm going to do, you don't need to do that, and it's not particularly impressive that I can do that. In this mission, it's quite easy to actually do.
I read you.
Well, not quite easy. Basically, you're you would have no trouble in doing it at all if you had infinite time, but your time can potentially run out. But there will be much more determined Zerg opposition to face later in the game when you do not simply have to survive a set time to win, when you have to actually wipe them out. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and take them out, but you don't need to. All you got to do is last 30 minutes. So really, the purpose of this mission is to teach you how to fight them, or how to defend yourself. That got dicey for a minute, because it looked like
good to go, sir.
he was going to get tied into
Affirmative.
attacking that thing while outside of the range of our stationary
Orders,
defenders.
Captain?
Sort of annoyed me greatly.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, now I probably got
Reporting
enough
for duty.
SCVs going. So, you can build missile turrets, which can detect cloaked units, invisible units. We haven't really had to deal with that yet. Here's what I'm annoyed about. Look at it. Why is that red? This is ground terrain that you can't build on. There's no good explanation for why you can't build there. You just can't. Okay, so to make sure that our bases are just a little bit extra unstoppable, I'm going to build another set of bunkers. Which will basically mean I can just completely ignore the defenses from here on out. We've already got enough Marines queued up to man them.
Jacked up and good to go.
And then I just have to get to work on building an offensive force to go out there
Good to go.
and actually win this level.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Oh, you know what?
Affirmative.
I need to get more barracks built if I'm going to spit out troops at a fast enough pace to actually win this thing before time runs out. I need to build more barracks.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. Commander.
So again, to make a fairly dull, interesting mission more interesting,
Give me something
because
to
these
shoot.
guys need to get indoors. And those were in
Something on
fact
your mind?
the biggest danger for us in this mission are the Zerg flyers, the mutilisks, but because I can't build missile turrets anywhere I want, I could build them up here and stop them from getting anywhere near our bunkers, but I can't. Which is why I shouldn't have said I can. I cannot. Yes, I must. But I can't. Oh. So I'm building an
Upgrade
add-on.
complete.
That's all it's fun and interesting. Now, unless I want to build fire bats, I really
Upgrade complete.
don't need more bats, so, and you can't get, well, I'll mine what's left. There's not much that you can build.
I read you. Right away, sir. Job's finished. Orders, Captain?
Okay, you set a rallying point
Add-on complete.
of here. You can set a rallying point of here. You set a rallying point of here. Okay.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
And we should be getting Marines going pretty quickly. We come up here to repair the inevitable small amount of damage. Yeah, they're doing very little damage now,
Research complete.
because I've got more firepower stored up.
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Yes, sir.
Gonna need a new supply depot. soon.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
You want to appease
You
me,
want a
boy?
piece of me, boy? Jacked up and good to go. You want a piece of me,
Yeah,
boy?
these are annoying.
You want a piece of me,
Additional
boy?
supply depots required.
Yeah?
So I would have been able to stop them with a row of missile turrets up there, but it won't let me build on that terrain for some reason.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Job's finished.
You want a piece of me,
Reporting for
boy?
duty.
Now it'll happen at some point before the LP is over, but I'm trying desperately to avoid SCVs getting trapped behind what they've built and not being able to move.
Let's move. You want a piece of me, boy?
I read you. Right away, sir.
So I want to get a couple of groups of 12 Marines queued up. I'm not really going to bother with fire bats. Probably should.
You want
I've
a
got a
piece
little
of
bit
me,
of Vespine
boy?
to spend, and fire bats have
You
better
want a piece of me, boy? You want
better
a piece of
armor
me,
and
boy?
life, but
Yes, sir.
I guess I'll get him queued up to make another supply depot in a minute, but waiting to have enough
You
minerals.
want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
my question. And in this particular scenario, you can only upgrade your attack and defense once. So, you guys are pretty much maxed out. They're max killers. I don't think anyone's actually working that refinery anymore, and that's fine. I've decided again I'm not going to do a lot of fire bats, so now that I've got all the upgrades,
Job's
and
finished.
I guess I could build a factory.
Yes, sir.
Build
You want a
Vultures.
piece of me, boy?
Yeah, I could build a factory in this one if I wanted to, but
You want a piece of me, boy?
I can't be bothered with Vultures, I'm sorry.
Orders received.
Vultures are these little Jim Raynor guys.
Something on your mind?
He's not a unique Jim Raynor Vulture, so he's got fewer hit points and lower attack.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Affirmative.
Do I hear combat?
Standing by.
Base is under attack.
See, that's a sort of somewhat more determined attack. It did a lot more damage to the bunker.
Give me something to shoot.
Orders,
You
Captain.
want a piece of me, boy?
Roger that.
Bunker's on fire. The
piece of
bunker's
me,
hit
boy.
points get down to red. It will actually continue to lose hit points over time because it's supposed to be burning. And you don't want that. So that's why you really do have to pay attention. The Terrans have the strongest, in my opinion,
sir.
overall defense in the game, but have the worst
Roger that.
set and forget defense. Protoss and the Zerg both have stuff you can
Orders,
build.
Captain.
It kind of takes care of itself and you don't have to watch it, but they're really not as powerful, so you have to really spam them to be as safe as you can be with the Terrans. But with the Terrans, it's like you have to constantly babysit your defenses. So I want to make sure I've got enough time left before when I attack to actually complete this. That could be a problem. I might run out. When I played this off-screen, playing around
You want a piece of
before I
me,
started
boy?
recording it just recently, I managed
You
to
want a piece of me, boy?
clear this map with time remaining, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah?
0 kills.
I read you,
You've been
sir.
parked over there right next to the front line this whole time. You haven't
Yes,
killed
sir.
anything.
You want a piece of
Right
me,
away,
boy?
Yeah?
Give me something to shoot.
sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Orders, Captain? You want a piece of me, boy?
I don't have to worry so much about building supply depots because I'm going to hit a point where my Marines, once I start attacking, my Marines are going to start getting killed, and I'm not going to be hitting that population limit anymore.
Let's move.
Yeah.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Orders received.
So this will be 4 groups of 12. This will be
You want a piece of me, boy?
48 Marines
You
when
want
they're
a
done
piece of me,
queuing up.
boy? You want
So
a
that's
piece
probably
of me,
enough.
boy?
And I got more. If I have more than 10 minutes when I attack with that many Marines, I should be able to clear the map. But no, you're not actually supposed to go on offense here. This tutorial is meant for people who've never played the game before to oh, 1 hit point, so it's not
You want a
perfect
piece
game,
of me,
how irritating.
boy?
But it's meant to.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
I thought my resource gathering was slow. I was missing 1 guy. He's just as it gets attacked and it's going to need repair again.
Something on your mind?
Hey, good job, man. You killed a Zergling.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? I read you.
Base is under attack.
Right away, sir. Orders received.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have pulled that guy away. See, and that's why you need
Orders,
to
Captain?
repair these things. When you're on a more difficult level, you really need to have SCV repairing a bunker as it's being attacked.
Commander.
Oh, you bastards! You killed 1 Marine. Alright, so I need to get 1 replacement.
Jacked up and good to go. Commander.
You guys get back in there.
Reporting for duty.
If you can, get over here and replace this destroyed missile turret. Could have spammed more missile turrets to be prepared for those guys, but
You want a piece of me, boy?
okay. I'm not going to wait for these guys to build,
10 minutes until dropship arrival.
but I do need to
Go, go, go. Rock and roll.
have replacement Marines building up while I attack, because I'm going to start losing Marines now that I'm attacking. What
You
are you
want
guys
a piece
doing?
of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot.
Additional supply depots required.
Job finished. Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding.
Your forces are under attack.
Standing by. Give me something to shoot.
Additional supply depots required.
Piece of me, boy. Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot.
Additional supply depots required.
Rock and roll. Standing by. Jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
Commander, jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
Go, go, go. Let's move. Rock and roll. You want a piece of me, boy? Commander, jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
You want a
Yeah, you
piece
see
of
that
me,
population
boy.
dropping?
Commander. Outstanding.
This is an actual real Zerg base, not the kind of like mockery imitation of a Zerg base we fought last time, where none of the structures actually created units for attack. This is an actual functioning Zerg base.
Commander. Jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Give me something to shoot. Jacked up and good to go. You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under
Give me something
attack.
to shoot. Outstanding.
Rock and roll. Expect to kill one of those guys.
You want a piece of
Song
me,
is pretty
boy?
badass.
Your forces are under
Jacked
attack.
up and good to go. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Give me something to shoot, Commander. Standing by. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
How did that thing get damaged? Oh, must have been a Zerg flyer got enclosed.
Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll. Let's move. Outstanding.
Now there's a
Go,
man
go,
outstanding in
go.
this field.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Standing by. Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot. Commander, give me something to shoot. Commander, you want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Let's move. Go, go, go. Outstanding. Go, go, go.
5 minutes until dropship arrival.
Let's move. Outstanding. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
And you will notice, I
You
always
want a piece
wondered
of
if
me,
in this
boy?
mission the enemy units just kind of spawn and attack. Well, they always spawn. That's what
Let's
Zerg
move.
unit production is referred to as. But I always kind of wondered, do they just kind of warp in and appear regardless of what the status of the Zerg
You want
support
a piece of
bases
me,
are?
boy?
Or
You want a piece of me,
no,
boy?
you'll notice we're not going to get
You
attacked by
want
the
a piece
Zerg
of
for the
me,
next
boy?
4 minutes.
Rock
Just
and
go.
roll.
We wiped out their bases. They've got no place to attack us from.
Jacked up and good to go.
You're
Standing by. Let's move. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Commander. Go, go, go.
Well, I
Give me
think
something
we're
to shoot.
out of
Let's
Zerg.
move.
We're going to fight back. We've just got their flying dudes who don't
Rock
fight
and
back.
roll. Let's move. Go, go, go. Let's move. Outstanding. Let's move.
I get close as possible before you attack so they don't.
Rock and roll.
Yep. Pretty good without any help from Jim Raynor.
Let's move. Outstanding. Standing by.
Arcturus Mengsk, this
go,
is
go.
the Colonial Militia on
Let's
Marsar.
move.
We'd like to thank you for your offer of assistance, but we've hired a hotshot lawyer to smooth over our troubles
Go,
with the
go, go.
Confederates, and we've eliminated the Zerg threat on this planet, so we feel like we're good to go.
Let's move.
Again, we do appreciate your offer of
Rock
assistance.
and roll.
We don't want to Seymour get
Outstanding. Jacked up and good to go.
Thanks for the
Give
help.
me something to shoot. Standing by.
Thanks for the unneeded offer of help, big man.
Give me something to shoot.
Yeah, so I decided to go on offense just to keep things a little bit more interesting. But in fact, the point of this mission is just to hang back and defend yourself using bunkers and missile turrets. Missiles and knife launchers. No, bunkers, missile turrets, etc. Unless I miss my guess, we've wiped out every Zerg structure. I wouldn't be shocked to find out there's still some Zerg units out there.
Let's move.
This is just taking a really long time to dissipate, but there's no Zerg unit
Rock
actually
and roll.
producing that creep, so it's going to go away. Isn't it?
Go, go, go.
Yeah, it's going away. It's just taking its sweet time. So yeah, and in this particular, I mentioned that sometimes even if you defeat all the enemies, the game keeps going till you achieve your objectives. Although you do, I
1
think
minute until dropship arrival.
there needs to be some enemy force in place, or okay, so we'll use the scanning feature of the base. This is what that add-on is for. Okay, well, there's obviously nothing there. What about up here? What about over here? There may be some overlords, those Zerg flying, like really slow-moving flying things that didn't attack. Whoa. Oh, that's destroyed. There may be some hiding in a corner that we didn't see. But pretty much seems like we've wiped out the Zerg threat here.
Sons of Korhal dropships approaching.
Great. Hey, see? There they are. Check it out.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
So huzzah! I defied the expectations of the game by defeating the Zerg. This is not a particularly difficult thing to do. If you can make your way halfway through Brood War, you can easily handle that. But it is an easy mission where you're just meant to learn how to defend yourself. So I did go above and beyond what's actually required by the mission here. The thing about Terran defenses is they are, like I said, more complicated. They take more maintenance than the defenses of the other two races. They do have the best overall defense, though. Bunkers with 4 Marines in them are not going to be able to stand up against a real attack. So, like, you got to have multiple bunkers all clustered in together so they can cover each other with their fire. But the most important thing that we didn't have in this mission is siege tanks. I'm not sure why they bothered to give us a big holdout against the siege mission without giving us siege tanks. Siege tanks are named because they're meant for, besieging the enemy in theory, but actually they're just really great for establishing defenses that the enemy would have to try to break with the siege. Because siege tanks, we'll see later, so no point talking about them right now, but siege tanks coupled with bunkers and missile turrets, and basically they make a defense that the enemy can spend many, many times more resources trying to break those defenses than you spend maintaining them. But in this one, all we had to do was defend 2 simple choke points with bunkers. We did that long enough for me to build up an army that was going to be able to wipe out their base, and victory is ours. So let's see. Okay, they only lost 172 units, so somewhere out there was a Zerg unit that I didn't find, probably hiding in one of the corners. They lost 20 structures, but only constructed 15. Okay, Zerg building counts get kind of confusing because their units turn into. I think at one point there was a drone that was trying to turn into whatever they use for gathering Vespene gas, and I started shooting at it while it was morphing, and it changed back into a drone. I don't know how the heck that affects it, but the count got all screwed up somewhere along the way. The Jacobs installation is going to be our next mission, but I'm calling it a video here. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next time.